Jack, y'all got the very important series win, very great start on the mound. Just how are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good. With the change in weather from last night, it's a tough day for us, especially because it's been warm the last couple of weeks, and for us to come out and get a big win today, it's big for us. A big series win.
How does the weather kind of affect your pitching, especially when, like I said, for the majority of the week it was pretty warm, but then all of a sudden we're down to like 40-degree weather?
Yeah, other than just a little adjustment to it and staying plenty warm, which we do a good job of in the dugout over there, there's not much of adjustment to it for us.
Heading to the game, you knew Youngstown State was looking to make statement, especially when you lose 20-2 just on the mound. What were you trying to do to keep the Penguins kind of on their toes?
Just working the zone today a lot with the wind blowing in. It's a good day to pitch, so we wanted to come out today and have a game plan to be in the zone a lot and just pound away.
The rotations had two very great games. I mean, you almost had a no-hitter going through the fourth inning. You finished it out today. Just how's the pitching stuff kind of improved from last season to this season?
We're a pretty deep staff this year. We spent a lot of time working with everybody, and I think it's going to be pretty good for us.
How does having a really deep rotation kind of help y'all
It takes a lot of stress off our guys, knowing that we've got guys behind us that are coming in to put in the work.
Now y'all go for the sweep tomorrow. What does the pitch staff need to do to continue this momentum build up these past two games?
Tomorrow's going to be a lot like today, so I think Zabel's going to come out and pound the zone tomorrow and give them a run for their money.
Well, Alec, not the 21 performance like it was last night, but y'all got the 6 runs in. You hit the big bases clearing double to kind of put the game away. But just how was the offense kind of, especially when the weather changes from like 60-degree to 40-degree weather, how are y'all trying to continue y'all's momentum y'all built up on Friday?
You can't really let the weather affect you. It's still the same game. You need to come out. You need to drive in runs. You got to find a way to get on base, all the above. So, today was more of a mental challenge for our guys. Like, obviously, not used to the cold weather. These guys are. But it's just a mental thing. Like, you got to get in the box and you have to find a way to get the job done.
Those first 4 innings was a little bit rough. You only got, I think it was just 1 hit, but y'all kept pounding. When you're unable to get hits through 4 innings, how do you try to keep the positivity up so that when the opportunities come, like you did, y'all able to capitalize on it?
Yeah, like I said, it was a slow start for the boys. Obviously, our approach was kind of off. We were kind of hitting the ball in the air, not really taking good hacks. So then we had a meeting in the dugout, tried to call us up, and he said, "Yo guys, we got to figure something out here. This is an important game for us. Like, we got to take one to win the series." So that was when we all put it together. We were like, you know what, we got to start trying to hit the ball on the line. Got to get it hard on the ground or line drives only. If you put a ball in the air, the wind's moving a little bit, but obviously fly ball is way easier than a ground ball. So we had to find a way to just hit the ball hard and get more guys on base.
Yeah. Big thing I feel like these past couple of games is y'all taking advantage of really good opportunities. Like y'all took advantage when Youngstown State was going through some stuff. Y'all put up 7 runs in the first and second inning. Y'all took advantage when you had a walk ahead batter and a walk to load the bases and you hit the double. How important is it to continue taking advantage of opportunities when the other team makes mistakes?
Yeah, mistakes are a big part of the game. It's always, a lot of the coaches I played for, they say it's always the one who comes out and punches them in the mouth first. So that's what we got to do. Obviously, they scored first against us, but we found a way to if they're going to hit us, we got to hit them back.
On that RBI double, what did you see on that pitch?
It was just a fastball down. I was trying to help me a lot, try to give me a takedown on the first one. I was a little bit out front on that one. And I realized, I got to stay back a little bit longer. And that obviously paid out.
And when we're having a tough offensive day, it's always good to see the pitching staff kind of back you up. How does it make you feel when the pitching staff's making sure Youngstown State's not extending their lead on y'all?
Yeah. It's obviously really hard on our pitchers if we're not getting inside of the job done. So for them, it's really important for them to come out and do what they do best. Like, obviously, we all have trust. They trust us to make plays for them. So that's the biggest thing. As long as we trust each other, we know we have each other's backs. Something good's going to happen.
It's always good to start the season with a series win. Heading in tomorrow, what's it going to take to get the sweep?
It's tomorrow. We're going to wake up midnight. We all flush it. We just got to think. Tomorrow's a new day, new game. We pretty much are just flushing these first 2 wins. Like, we're taking it one game at a time this year. Have to.
And how important is it, like you were saying, taking it one game at a time?
Yeah, you can't plan too far ahead because then you'll just lose within the present moment.
Well, Coach, obviously different circumstances, obviously not 21s, but y'all got a really crucial series win, winning 6-1. Just overall thoughts about how the team performed, especially with the changing weather.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, as I tell our team, I never complain about winning, right? So I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty. So, but yeah, I thought, obviously the circumstance of the wind, being cold, wind blowing in, kind of changed. I thought their guy did a good job pitching a little bit. Obviously, our approach wasn't near as good as it was last night. And so for us, a couple things, we didn't execute some drag bunts, didn't execute some bunt game. And then I just thought our approach, not getting in the middle of the field, but, I thought Jack Stroud threw the ball really well, along with Drayton Brown and Otto and Cam. And so really good bright spot. I know we had 2 errors, but I thought we played pretty good defense, especially, fly balls today were kind of a mess to try to find a way to get a glove on it, and we took care of it. And so, at the end of the day, we found a way to make it happen. Only scored in 1 inning, but it was a big inning, so we needed it.
For non-baseball people, they don't know how does the weather like this when the wind blowing in really affect the offense?
Yeah, it does. We try to keep I thought what we did a bad job of it today was we didn't keep our bats beat up, and so sometimes that kind of affects it. But yeah, I mean, you crush the ball, kind of like Manning did there in the 8th inning, and the guy has plenty of room to go catch it because the wind's knocking it down. And it's just, to me, a lot of it I think is mental, right? You're up there hitting and you feel it hitting you right in your face, and so you try to take your walks when you can, but you got to be a little bit more selective and keep your bats beat up.
Even though the offense, especially those first innings, the offense wasn't getting go, but it was the pitching stuff that really kept you on the game. Feels like the past 2 games, the pitch stuff has really stepped up. Well, what about Jack Stroud's effort in the bullpen being able to close it out?
Yeah, Jack did just a great job just filling up the strike zone. Days like today, the worst thing you do is put guys on the bases with free 90s and walks or errors, and so we always keep up the free 90 battle, and we won that today. And so, but they did a good job of just keep attacking the strike zone, make them earn getting on base, and then make a play when they needed to.
Bottom of the 5th inning, kind of like similar to what y'all did yesterday. Y'all just took advantage of the situation. Those first 2 runs on the wild pitch, being aggressive on the base pass, and then hit batter walk with 2 outs, and then the big RBI. How proud of you for this team? Like, even though the first 4 innings weren't as what y'all wanted, but when the situation came by, y'all took advantage of it.
For sure, that's the name of the game, right? You don't know if it's going to be the 1st, 5th, or 9th, and so you just got to find a way to just keep playing, keep plugging along, and as I told him, kind of going into that inning, it might take us being patient at the plate more than trying somebody getting the hit. And when you look at it, some walks led to that inning, and then the base running play, and the Tino's big swing, and so you just got to keep playing. You got to understand, you got to make adjustments as hitters. And so not every day you're sitting there letting the ball fly and swinging every 3-1, and so you got to be patient in there. But yeah, eventually the walks and the base running is what won us the game today.
And Alec Tino, one of the new faces on this team, had a really big night last night, but how has he kind of contributed, especially over these past 2 games?
Yeah, and even when he doesn't get a hit, he just has really quality at bats. It seems like every time up, it's deep in the count, taking walks, fouling off pitches, and if he doesn't get a hit, the guy's had to work, for 8 or 9 pitches in that at bat. And so he's just a veteran guy. He's got us in 2 games, been what we thought he was going to be, and so hopefully he continues that on.
And how important is it, when you're beginning the season, you start up with the series?
Yeah, huge. You get into this thing to win baseball games, and so we want to win every time out. But if you keep stacking up series wins, for the 14 weeks, good chance you got a really good chance at the end of that year to win a championship or make the postseason. So you just got to continue to fight. And as I told them, just like normal, we get to midnight and come out 11 a.m. game. Got to come back up a little chilly in the morning and find a way to get it going again to get hopefully the sweep.
And what's it going to take to get a sweep, especially coming out of this weather again?
Yeah, it starts with Peyton Zabel on the mound. I'm excited to see him. He's been really good in our preseason practice, and excited for him to come in and to get after it. And then, just offensively want to get back to just barreled up baseballs, getting that bat speed going, and, hopefully having a big day on offense and creating a lot of havoc on the base pass.